So today is XL Ace's 13th birthday, and I know that because obviously I did some formulas that worked it out for me, and I'm just going to show you a couple of ways we could have done it. So if we put the start date in, so I've literally typed in there 18th of Feb 2008, which is the day XL Ace was born. I've put in there today's date, literally typed in 18th of Feb 2021. I can then literally just put in the formula equals that date minus that date. And that will tell me exactly how many days old I am today, which is 4,749. If I then divide that cell divided by 365, it will give me that number of days in years. So that's how old I am. I could, if I wanted to make it easy on myself, I could have just used the today formula, which is today's date, minus that start date. And then I would have had to wrap all of that in brackets. Remember that from when you were in school, something about onions, peeling onions, I don't know, I think I might have been off. So we've got in brackets today minus C5, which will work out the number of days, and then divide all of that answer by 365, because that's also 13. I could have used the date diff formula, so that date diff, open bracket, so here we start with the start date, the finish date, and then we tell it what the format is. So we're going to want it in years, so we need to wrap the Y in the speech marks, and that will tell me that's formatted as a date. Hang on, let me format that as a number. Okay, so that's also 13 years. That's the difference between the two dates in years, basically. Then we could have used the E date. So if we didn't know, if we would just want to know what date 13 years after the start date was, we could have used the E date formula. So equals E date. And again, we start with the start date, and then we need to tell it how many months later. So we might not, again, we need brackets, and we'll do 12 months multiplied by 13 years. Okay, then we need another close brackets, and that then gives us today's date, which is the 18th of Feb 2021. Then what we could use is an if formula. So we could say if that cell is equal to today, open and close bracket, then, and we're going to want it to say happy birthday, obviously. If we could get it to sing, that would be lovely. So equals happy birthday in speech marks, but if it doesn't equals today, we'll just get it to say nothing. Okay, so there we go, happy birthday. We could then as well, and I probably would, I'd put conditional formatting on that cell. So in a new rule, I would say format cells that contain a cell value equal to, and again, speech marks are required, happy birthday. So if it's happy birthday, format that cell with a red fill. Okay, so this is all connected now. So if I was to change this cell here to the 17th, which is yesterday, then that cell calculates the 17th of Feb, and this if formula returns nothing because it doesn't say that isn't the same as today. And then the red colour disappears as well. As soon as I change that to the 18th, then it all works. It says happy birthday, it puts a colour in, and we're all happy. And then the final thing we might need to work out is, if we had one big fat birthday cake equals 1, and we divide it by how many people are in the office, it tells us how many slices we need to cut it into. Now, because we're all working from home, right now there's one person in my office. So I'm going to have one big fat slice of one big fat cake. Happy birthday to XL Ace.